47154 is specifically what?
So we just want the clarification on 1.49.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Would that be fair?
suppose in Wales for anything in 10, just because obviously if we've got to, it's new, if we've got to say we're compliant, we kind of need some evidence or assurance that we're compliant is the thing. You know, I'm very happy to say we're compliant as long as I've been assured we are.
Can I just support that? Because that's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because that's not what the Ackworth guys think. It says consider it.
Yeah.
What I need is Joan to say you're all compliant, and then I'll be happy with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that's the one thing, because I don't absolutely know. Yeah.
I mean, in terms of like what's on some of this, like all websites must include published documentation.
I'm sure some of them are
I'm pretty sure that's
easy, but there's one or two that
I'm pretty confident we're compliant on quite a lot of these, just like what's on our website.
and everything else.
But I understand upon
So the course of action that we're looking is just to double check that answer.
just to double check, yeah, the website is compliant.
Yeah. Happy to accept that. That's okay. No, we don't want to vote no for anything on the agenda.
Yeah, so we're sort of approving it, but we just want to review that the website is fully compliant. And if any action is needed, we delegate that responsibility to the clerk to rectify.
Yeah.
Thank you. Is that 100% clear? Yeah. Thank you very much. Are we happy on what we're going to vote for then in terms of the action? Yeah. So I'll propose that. Can I get a seconder? Amanda, seconding. Can we get votes in favour then, please, of basically approving that, but we want a review of the website, just to fully confirm. And that's delegated to the clerk. Thank you very much. Item 180, to receive further information from Wakefield District Council relating to the setting up and responsibilities of implementing a neighbourhood plan for Ackworth and decide a course of action. And that's some information. So some of the advice we will give is to please see enclosed email correspondence between Parish Council and Wakefield regarding neighbourhood plan. As per the email regarding your discussion, this was completed 15 points made regarding objective and commitment before arranging a larger meeting. Further instruction required on Parish Council's objective and commitment. I've seen something else in there. Yes, Sean.
You know, on our Parish Council website, I've got an update at Banbury, in the Banbury. So that's one of the first things, whoever it is. I'm just curious.
On the website, my understanding is when the base at Lake gave over, I believe, Hunt Hill. That's gone to East Hardwick, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But we gained West Winds.
Yeah,
We gained West Winds, yes. My understanding is it is as fully up to date. Whether we've got a new image yet or not for that, because even the Electoral Boundaries Commission isn't fully updated on.
I think last time I looked, the website didn't show it, but I know I've seen something there on the Parish Council that actually had the image on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's slightly separate. We can certainly look, I'm pretty sure we can look into getting that on the website.
It's not that first thing you got from.
Yeah. I think that's the main thing. To me, that was the main thing it said, was that we start a neighbourhood plan we started, but the land use change in, so that would need to be realigned. It's the top of the second page on that document 180. Changes to your parish boundary have occurred since then. So they need to be redesignated because the neighbourhood plan designates the area that neighbourhood plan covers. So given that it was based around the boundary, it would be changing, but they're acknowledging that, so I think that's just something that needs doing.
Yeah.
So, I propose that we receive and invite them along to a meeting that they're offering to do.
I've got any more comments or questions?
do you still have the 14 volunteers from the parish? From the community?
I'm not entirely sure because I haven't been involved in the neighbourhood plan, so I'm not
I
entirely
think it won't grow.
It's growing because I've got a few of this.
I think in relation to the next point, it might have grown a little bit. But I don't know.
We haven't received any further emails of interest, but we have still got the people that have originally registered from there.
sure. Okay. So Andy, were you suggesting that we invite them to a parish council?
I'm sure somewhere in it, I can't see it immediately there.
I think-
It's the second sentence down.
Oh, that's right, yeah,
The second page.
yeah,
Please let me know the action usually issue instruction
yeah.
or
And
procedure.
I would say, let's go for it.
Yeah, okay, I'll take that to proposal then. So we accept the email and that, and Sean seconding. Votes in favour then, please. Full house. Thank you.
Sorry, but while we asked them to come to the meeting, then what was the action that they announced off the back of this?
So far it's
For
to,
Gemma to accept the invitation to the meeting.
And do we know what they want to achieve from it?
I think they're just giving an overview of what steps they'd have to go through, so the redesignation, and also how expensive it would probably be because all the grant funding has gone for this. So, yeah, and
Does it
obviously
say-
it's the second
please let me
time.
know if you would like to arrange an initial discussion or proceed to a parish council meeting.
Well, also in view of all the development, the lead prospectively wishing to be taking place in the village, I think it's a really good idea to set up a leading plan.
Yeah, I just know not a lot of parish councils have them, so I'm not saying we should do it. Definitely not saying that. I'm just
Yeah, I think one of the things that was stressed that is that it's very much a councillor-led thing, not
yeah,
I think we need the commitment from the councillors and the community.
yes. But if we could ask them like,
Invite them to a meeting with
Yeah.
all councils.
yeah, is that what? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
excellent. Okie dokes. So 181, to receive correspondence from a resident regarding Manor Farm, land sale and design course of action. And we've got that email in our packs. So yeah, we got the email and then it's got like the bit I particularly picked up on was the request for parish council support, and then it's got like 4 points of which they're asking us to do. Andy,
I think we have 2 residents here who have requested in this if we could speak.
No, we're just observers.
Oh, you've just observed, oh, right,
Yeah.
sorry, no, okay, so no, we didn't. Oh, no, we-
Sarah, did you?
Yeah, I was just going to say that they're putting out their 5 points, isn't it? One who's got them behind the stage left.
Is
Oh,
one
no,
more?
4 points. But the third one, the fourth one says, place this matter on your agenda for your next meeting so that we may
That's
attend
done.
and present our case. So, should we do that for these? Well, the May meeting's pretty full, isn't it, usually? Should we invite them to another meeting and then decide whether to support it or not? Because if we've decided to support them, you know, we've made the case. And my thoughts on their point 1 is, in principle, yes, I support what they're wanting, but I'd want to know what is contained in their proposal for purchasing the land.
Would it be possible that it could be, because it doesn't necessarily, if there's a committee that meets like financial general purposes, if that meets first before the next full council meeting, that they could present the case to that as well?
I wonder if it's actually better for the environment.
Yeah, sorry, yes.
Because it
I was
benefits
just-
from
Yes,
that
yeah.
much more, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good, because certainly, I will just put that on their planning and access concerns, the inadequate access. I can't agree, and I looked at, I actually went this morning along Parish Drive, and you can see there's potentially 2 accesses to that field from
Yes.
what comes off Parish Drive neither of which is suitable for the 100 and something houses that the Schlar potentially suggests could be on that field.
Yeah.
And then you had another couple of hundred cars coming in and out of there into that road.
Yeah.
So I think we would want to object when it came to it on road safety principles.
Yeah. I mean, they were my initial thoughts, like if it was a planning proposal, we'd probably object on exactly those things.
Yeah, there's quite a few crowds with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit unusual because it's a preemptive, isn't it? That
Yeah.
it hasn't even been sold,
No,
there's no
that's right.
planning applied
Yeah.
for. I mean, and we have prepared for this before in terms of, there was a lot going on those fields in terms of nature. Well, there's a great crested newts and all sorts of
Hares up there.
Yeah, and we're near the two monuments, John Gully's grave and St Cuthbert's Cross and the church. So, you know, there's an awful lot to
I think it was
taste from.
just joining that contract, just edging that bit closer, isn't it?
And that road's not fit for traffic, there's something already.
Yeah. So I think I'll take it as a proposal then, sir, to invite them to the next either full parish council meeting or committee. We said,
Environmental road safety.
so I'll take that as a proposal. Can I take the second, Randy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Votes in favour then, please. Start.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay. 182, to receive a report from a meeting held between Ackworth Parish Council representatives and Co-op Group held on 27th of February 2026. So again, we've got some minutes in our I'll just give a little. So essentially, the co-op basically presented what they wanted to do. They wanted to create a brand new store, essentially, which I think we'd all welcome. You know, a nice new store would be good. And that's essentially what they presented. The one thing we did sort of like raise some concerns, you know, about the fact that you know, what's going to happen with the garden centre and that sort of thing. And they said that they're going to submit their planning proposals in the next, they wanted to do it in the next like 3 months, something like that. We did raise concerns about, you know, the loss of amenities and that sort of thing in terms of that. And, you know, they've basically said that it's going to be a new store and that sort of thing. They're going to submit their planning proposals and it'll be a case of, you know, we'll have to react to that. And we did, because we were raising our concerns, we basically be open and transparent about it. So they have made the offer of like coming and giving, they called it an exhibition to showcase what they're going to do. So we definitely welcome that. But that's basically as far as I got from it.
Just that they're going to do the exhibition in the co-op itself.
Yeah.
But it's good that they are going to do that.
Yeah, I think to involve as many residents as possible because it's a big site as well. That's
So did they say, I don't need to show you any plans, but did they say where they're building the new co-op? Are they replacing, are they knocking that one down and building it where the garden centre was? Are they building it? What?
Do you want to take this one, John?
They want to keep the co-op open throughout the build. So the plan is to build the new co-op on where the car park is now until the time when that's open.
And they'll knock the old
everything
co-op
else down. They'll knock the old co-op down.
Did they mention what they do with that land?
Well, that'll be called the exhibition and the planning.
Okay.
That happened.
I guess if they build on the car park, that then becomes the car park back there. So
Yeah.
Was it the one like, I don't know why, for the pilot?
But the main thing I certainly got from it was that we were going to come and do like an exhibition presentation sort of thing.
as long as they don't too much research.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I would just receive. Yeah, I'm just receiving that. Thank you. 183. So through to motions again. So we're to Susie, your next motion then. So 183.3. So to receive a proposal from Councillor Susie Sherrick at Ackworth Parish Council to explore the feasibility of setting up community paddle courts with a community cafe on Parish Council owned land at either Bracken Hill or Quarries, in order to provide a community club for all ages that facilitates health and well-being and also raises funds for further benefit for the residents of the village. And I'll hand over to you to speak further.
Well, the idea has been inspired by a couple of residents who've offered all background information, and I've popped there the benefits of this particular sport. So it's a proposal for the feasibility by a working group to set up community padel courts, and suggesting land behind Quarries Community Centre or at Bracken Hill, Ackworth, because we actually own that land. If the Low Ackworth playing field inquiry that was proposed a few months ago were to go ahead and we've only purchased that from WNBC, that's possibly another suggestion. So padel is one of the fastest growing sports in the world and the UK, and it's increased, I think, from 68 courts it was in 2019 to over 1,000 in July 2025, and that's from the Lawn Tennis Association. It's a really popular sport. This would create a health and wellbeing facility for residents of all ages, sizes, abilities, genders, and it doesn't require any expertise, but it is the most enormous amount of fun. It would engage our local youth and offer them a facility which they don't have in Ackworth. There's the possibility of a community cafe and with it a communal space for the community. And also it could create a substantial recurring income for the parish council to help invest in other village initiatives and improvements, like the Low Ackworth Community Centre, for example. The project can be delivered with minimal or no capital risk to the council, or by a funded model, and all of those would be good to explore. The operated funded concession model would require no capital investment, as it says, but it would require a sublease of land like LACA are asking for. The other options would be community crowdfunding, or looking for grants from associations like Lawn Tennis, the Amateur Tennis Association, and Sport for England. And in this last several years, the Lawn Tennis Association has invested £6 million in growing padel in the UK. Our closest courts are currently Wakefield and Wetherby, and this is why local people are expressing an interest in us possibly setting something up. Actually, I know I'm calling it padel, but I think it's paddle in the UK. It was founded in Mexico, the actual sport, where it is called padel, and really took off and boomed in Spain. So, looking for just an exploration through a working group of wider investment into sport for our local community, and to encourage health and fitness and social activity, and hopefully to bring in wider community from other areas around Ackworth, and maybe even inspire new facilities and opportunities in the village, because Ackworth has so much potential, really. It's a very large village. So even with 2 courts, even with an operator-funded model, we'd have the potential of raising £30,000 to £40,000 income for the council each year. And I just feel like it's a really amazing opportunity, and it'd be great to explore. If we were to set up a working group, it would be great to include the residents who inspired the idea in it, because they know a lot about the sport. One of them sort of played it from being a very young man. And also to look at it as an opportunity for the village.
Yeah,
No financial commitment or final decisions requested at this stage.
At this stage.
Exploring.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
And I can, with the residents, they've put together an amazing plan, which would be lovely to submit to the working group in more detail.
Thank you very much. I'll bring you in.
Can I ask for clarification? Is to explore the feasibility of setting up, does that mean are you asking an action that we set up we vote on setting up a working group?
To explore it further, yes.
So that needs to be in the proposal, that we set up a working group, that Ackworth Parish Council sets up a working group to
Yes.
explore blah blah blah. Otherwise, the feasibility, explore the feasibility of setting up.
Well, in that case, however you wish to explore it, that was just a
What I'm trying to clarify is that if you're asking for the clerk and the deputy clerk and the office staff to explore the feasibility, it's different to asking for us to set up a working group of councillors to do the work.
I understand what you meant.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Can I propose an amendment that we say to propose
To propose a working group.
setting
to
up a
explore,
working
yeah.
group of councillors and residents.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I can propose that.
I think that has to be
Yeah.
explicit.
Well, I apologise because what I really wanted to do is get the proposal in before the date. And yes, the wording is not very clear.
Sometimes what amendments are needed for it.
I'll propose that as an amendment.
Yeah. Okay, so